Hi guys, welcome to Stevie's World, new channel, just on YouTube at the moment, to show insights into myself, into life, anything really in regards to motoring, radio controlled cars, life in general, camping, holidays, anything really that's involved in my little world of being autistic, dyslexic, my struggles and how things have affected me. We have got some exciting stuff coming up, and I'll be doing a little review on my good friend Jumping Jez Avery. Unfortunately, he passed away in January last year, so I'm going to do a little ride out for him on one of his old bikes, just to make sure we can relive his memory a little bit on the last time I rode with him. Channel really is about going a bit in depth in how I see the world, how being dyslexic affects certain things, how autism can affect in regards to jobs, age. As I'm now getting on for 45, I was diagnosed late with autism, and it's now been very difficult for me to try and get my head around what's going on and why I do what I do. As you can see, I'm sitting in a Golf convertible at the moment. This is my own car audio demo car. We do shows and demos with. This will get a little video all of its own, as well as our T4 camper van that we do go out in, and we do go down to Newquay and places like that in the van. So all the trials and tribulations of both the cars, as well as even mundane things, like doing the house and struggles with things like gardening, even little things like that. Anything really that evolves around Stevie's world, as it were, as I'm Steve. As well as a lot of other things, out and about, if we go to shows, little things like that. But just a real thing about being honest about how things affect me, especially at the moment. Obviously, I've lost my job. I'm not going to advise where that I've lost my job, unfortunately, but I lost my job, and now obviously trying to sort all that out, trying to get something going, trying to get a new job somewhere else if possible at the moment, because obviously money's running out. I need to pay the bills as everybody else does. Just trying to help out, and now found out they'd probably not paid me correctly from the final pay, so I need to sort that out. So we're going towards, obviously, we are doing the ultimate show in Liverpool, and the audio zone, so I'll be running that with my good friend Marty. We'll be doing that very shortly as well, so I'll do a little review, have a little video on that as well. Just in the trials and tribulations of how autism affects me, my type of autism. I do have problems where being autistic, I want to learn everything, I want to do everything, but my dyslexic side of me makes that really difficult to learn something. So it takes me a lot longer to learn something that anybody else usually would. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to realise my proverbial mask is slipping off, and I have to concentrate a lot more to keep it on to communicate through daily life, which again is quite difficult, because people don't really tend to understand that this can happen, where you put a mask on to communicate, you put a mask on to show that you're able to speak to somebody else or converse. As a normal person, when my mask isn't on, I'm rather quiet, I'm rather reserved. I can go hours without talking, do my own thing. I also have problems where I need to get things finished and I need to get things done. Where the car, for instance, I did all the install in the car and I did it 3 weeks solid, hardly any sleep, because I was so engrossed in what I was doing. And I tend to get it with everything I do, where I get engrossed and then I have to concentrate and get it finished, however long it takes. And it annoys me, and obviously it kind of upsets me if I don't get it done in the time I was to started something. So it kind of be a little bit annoying. So it depends on how you look at it. As a person, I'm a pretty complex person. I've been dealing with in customer service role at work for many years, in different companies, and excelling in that role as best I can, and making my negatives if you want to pull them that way and turn them into a positive and use it to my advantage. Now, also being autistic and dyslexic, once I stop talking, as you could probably realise, I can't shut up. So I take that into a positive and use that in work in the customer service environment, where I can talk to anybody when I concentrate. Obviously, difference is I want to break, I tend to shut up and be very, very quiet. But as I'm getting older, my mask is slipping a little bit, where, you know, it's a little bit harder to keep that voice, or sorry, a bit hard to keep the mask on. I can still do it, I'm absolutely fine with it, just takes a little bit more effort. Which is not to worry, because I'm quite good at doing it. I've been doing it since I was about 8 years old. So just a little intro into the channel, what I'm going to be doing, what I'm going to try to do. I will take Jess's bike out very shortly in the next couple of days, hopefully when the weather cools down a little bit, because it's blazing hot the past couple of days. And we'll do a little run over the bike, a little bit of history, where I know Jess from, and how I know him, because he was one of the people that was as closest to a brother as I can get. So I do really miss him, and I do think I do need to do a little bit for him in regards to maybe showing the last bike he rode in his stunt competition. You know, taking the bike for a little run round Kisgrove's pump track, where me and Jez last rode together. So it's kind of poignant area, really, where we both rode together for the last time. But hopefully the channel will take off, and you'll see a little bit more insight into how I work, how autism affects daily life, how being dyslexic affects daily life, and things like that, because unfortunately it's hard to try to explain to somebody how it affects somebody. You know, maybe showing somebody may help somebody else to realise, you know, yes, it can be difficult at times, but yes, it can be rewarding at times when I can go out and help somebody, and I can help people understand how it affects everybody, not just from adults to children as well, where everybody gets frustrated. It's something that, you know, there is quite a lot of people that do have it, you know, and quite a lot of people can see it as a disability, which I don't really. I know I do have it. I know technically under the law it's a disability, but it to me isn't. I don't see that I do have one. I just tend to get on with it and get on with life and hope for the best. So I'm hoping at the moment the channel may take off a little bit. We may get some views, might be nice, just to help with what's going on. But I'm going to go now, and then I shall get to do some little extra videos for everybody when I get a chance, and let's see if we can get this thing take off. Thank you. Bye.